Hi and welcome to another video from Peacock Archery. I'm Philip Watson and today we're looking at the key skill of hooking the string. So today we're going to take a look at the hook, so how we hook the string, how the hand should be, where the fingers should be, where the tension should be. And since we've only really got 2 points of contact with the bow, we've got our bow hand in the grip and we've got our fingers on the string, it's really important that we get to grips with this in some detail. So what we're looking for particularly is we're looking for the line from the elbow through the wrist through to the knuckles to be a straight line, as straight as we can. We don't want any kinking in the wrist one way or the other, or up or down. We want this angle here to be as near to 90 degrees as we can, and we want the fingers pointing back towards our body. We're not going to get it 90 degrees, but we do want it curled back so we can't see our fingernails. Thumb tucked into the palm of the hand and the little finger resting alongside our main three hooking fingers. So for those of you who know a little bit about the biomechanics, muscles always work in pairs, so what's called antagonistic pairs, and the muscles which control opening and closing the fingers actually are in the forearm. So there's a set of muscles here called flexors which curl the fingers up, and there's a set of muscles here called extensors which open the fingers out. And what we're looking for is we only want to use the flexors. So when we release the string, when we let the string pass by our fingers, what we don't want to do is we're not looking to open our hand, we're simply looking to relax our fingers. What we're doing here in this set, in the way that we set our fingers on the string, is helping that happen. So fingers curled and relaxed, back of the hand relaxed, wrist relaxed, elbow through to here, all relaxed, fingers nice and curled, thumb relaxed and little finger in the palm of the hand. So if we look at that on the bow, people often talk about a deep hook, and archers will often misinterpret that to mean way back here in the second knuckle, second finger joint. That's not what we're talking about. What we're looking for is first knuckle in that first joint, fingers curled round so we've got that 90 degree, we can't see our fingernails when we're at full draw, thumb tucked relaxed into the palm of the hand and little finger just resting alongside. So from the back, if I get this right, it should look like a nice flat line straight through wrist and elbow. Now when it comes to loosing the string, literally all we're going to do is slowly relax our fingers to the point at which we can't hold on to the string anymore, and the string will effectively pull our fingers out of the way. You notice that my fingers curl back up again, and that's because of the residual muscle tension that we have in our hand causing the fingers to curl back up. I'll do that again. So back of the hand relaxed and flat, fingers curled, thumb tucked into the palm of the hand, little finger alongside. Slowly relax our fingers until we can't hold on to the string anymore. And the string effectively pushes our fingers out of the way. And obviously when we shoot, that happens in much more quickly, to the point where it looks something like this. And this is something that you can practice with your bow. Hook the string, look and check and see that you're actually hooking the string as you would expect to do, and look from the top, look to see that your wrist is flat, that it isn't kinked out, that your little finger is relaxed and tucked into the side of your hand, that your thumb is well out of the way, and then simply relax the fingers, you'll notice that what I'm effectively doing is pushing the bow away from me. That's so I can keep it in the frame of the camera. Obviously it's going to move backwards at the same time. Once you've done it with empty hands, then you can move on to using your finger tab. I will do a separate video just on tabs at some point. This is my finger tab. It's a Physics Seika 1, which has got the little thumb palm bit in there. I've had this one for donkey's years. A lot of people will go for a Seika 2. That actually happens to be my preference. I just happen to have this one floating around, so I'm using that. You'll notice that the platform is above my thumb. So I'll do a more detailed one, video on tabs at some point in the future. So same thing happens. Back of the hand is flat and relaxed, thumb tucked out of the way, little finger alongside, fingers curled, and then simply relax the fingers. And it should almost look like the string's gone through the fingers. Now, one of the dangers, if you don't hook in that first finger groove, and it's very common with novices, they'll think that they're going to get a better release if they put the string on the pads of their fingers. The downside with that is that you have to have an awful lot more tension in your hand to hold that position. So you end up, when you release, you end up pushing the string more one way. That's not what we're after. We're after relaxing the fingers to the point where the string pushes the fingers out of the way and we're not pushing the string. The other downside of holding it on the tips of your fingers or the pads of your fingers is they do get sore, even with a finger tab. And you'll end up with calluses on there. So deep hook means first finger groove, and by and large most people's fingers are broadly the same length. You do get some people with a particularly long ring finger or middle finger, but even if you set them so they're equal, what will tend to happen is, you can see that's behind that first finger groove. When you actually put that under pressure, what will tend to happen is that finger will settle down in that first finger groove, which is where we'd like it to be. So, hooked, fingers curled, 90 degrees, wrist and elbow relaxed. And there we go. Thanks very much for watching, and see you again soon.